Hey guys, I'm Fed. I'm the editor and like camera guy, and
What the fuck are you doing? No one cares. You're the cameraman.
Come on, dude.
Poking back behind the camera.
I haven't told him yet, but we're going skydiving today.
No, you're playing board up, bro.
Oh shit! I'll see you on top of the subreddit, boys.
I'm sorry! You're so cute!
I never have to worry about being the only one that's single.
Wow, that's not
Why did I write this? Holy shit! You kissed a 10-year-old?
He drove everyone around me away from me.
He ends up always kind of manipulating the truth.
Hey,
There's no excuse for what he did.
Yeah, all right, guys. I have a meeting that I forgot to it's at 10, and it's kind of a big meeting. I actually fucked up, so.
You know what a classic response to an assault is?
So first of all, a lot of people seem to get angry saying it's not Fed's fault because Yvonne didn't say no.
But like, how many times?
I'm all yours.
No, I don't want him.
No, he doesn't eat burritos.
Give me this. What? Why are you exaggerating? It's just
So how did we get here? To better understand this moment, we have to go back. Back to establish a baseline for Fed's dating and relationship skills. And what better place to do that than...
No matter how I try.
Mr. Fed! Yo!
Rules are simple. You eliminate until there's one girl left. We don't know if that girl chose love, which is a date, or host, essentially a rejection. Let's see how Fed introduces himself to these girls.
My name is Fedmyster. Everyone calls me Fed, so don't ever call me Fedmyster. This shit's weird. I'm a just chatting streamer. Love to travel. Was once an editor, filmmaker. Then I became a streamer. I do a podcast with offline TV.
All right, we're off to a bad start. Sounds like a job interview.
Yeah, you probably have a fucking good time riding horses, but I wonder if you have a good time riding something else.
Okay, we're off to a terrible start. Fed's really bad at not only selling himself, but also getting to know other people. He's not very confident or charismatic, and after 3 hours, he was getting comments like these, which are never good.
I think something that stood out to me immediately is that you haven't really asked us too many questions. You seem to kind of, I mean, obviously confidence is something that I like, and you didn't seem too confident throughout the show.
And speaking of our girl Kate here, she's been arguing with people the entire show.
Just because I can love multiple people,
like, you're not gonna tell him. You're the most opposite from genuine I've ever seen in my life. Thanks. Are you wearing a curtain?
Well, fuck.
Oh my god,
Which made it even more of a surprise when he kept Kate and eliminated this girl for...
To eliminate laxivity from the show.
Honestly, I feel like you were arguing with a lot of girls instead of really like bringing yourself up. And
I didn't argue with anybody except for Kate at the end.
But you know what? All of that it's fine. Because now is our chance. A one-on-one conversation. Fed can ask her anything. Put some pressure on her.
do you watch anime?
Kill me.
The winner of the Raj Chiller, featuring Fedmyster.
Alright, we're down to 2. We have Jade, who's a friend of Fed's. She was anxious before their conversation, and she was the only one who reacted to his shirtless photo. And then there's Kate. He chooses Kate.
Kate, congratulations! You've won the Raj Chiller featuring Fedmyster!
But does Kate choose Fed?
The winner of the Raj Chiller, Kate, chose host! Kate chose host! What are you doing, Fed? She chose host! She chose host! Kate chose host!
Fucking
snake!
As the winner of the Raj show.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
I mean, I honestly, I checked him out beforehand, and I think you're ugly. I'm not attracted to you.
What?
I'm not really sorry, Fed. I just think you're ugly.
What?
I'm just not, okay? And I have these two. Hold on. I'm not fucking done, okay? I won. Shut up.
This is how little respect Fed had from the other girls, and how little respect he had for himself. She went out of her way to say that, and he accepted it, but his friends wouldn't stand for that.
Yeah, why do I keep hearing this bitch call my boy ugly? Shut the fuck up, Kate, you stupid bitch.
It was all for business, okay? I don't know why you guys are trying to come in here and
all
shit
for
on me.
business and not have to call someone ugly. What the hell?
this is Pokimane, Fed's offline TV coworker and friend. So what made her go from defending him here to later coming out against him? Besides the obvious, of course, because there was more covered here than just the assault allegations. In November of 2020, a secret document was leaked to streamer Destiny. In it was Fed's defense to Pokimane's claims.
He would lie about me a lot, create narratives in his favor.
Individuals that I believe are twisting the truth for their own benefit.
That he never invited me to tag along to things.
I had invited her a few times, and she would say things like, no, but have fun, or too last minute for me, thank you though.
And talk about how much he wanted her out of the house.
This is 100% false. I never tried to get her fired.
And more importantly, text messages and details regarding Pokimane's relationship with Fed.
During the Taiwan trip, Poki and I got really close. Nice, I'm still embarrassed by the way to said I'll never close my door. I feel like I can sense your frustration. Check again. Holy yikes, we got some big go symbols. We've got some big signals coming from Poki saying you are cleared for takeoff.
The rest of the document is about one person falling in love while the other person is falling out.
Thanks, Fed. I'm lucky to have you in my life. I hope I can help you as well. We're taking off. Talk to you later. Oof. This feels a little bit cold.
To make matters worse, after the relationship ended, Fed got text messages like this.
I'm here. Why is romance so complicated? Sigh. Oh no. Boys suck. What's so complicated? Everything. If you'd like me to give you space, I can do that.
Why do boys suck? That's a message a girl sends to a guy she friend-zoned. And to confirm, here are some messages of her talking about dating around.
I do feel like I need to understand the boy scene a little bit more before being ready to commit, maybe date around or something, I don't know.
However, not all hope is lost.
When she'd stop seeing such talking to them, she would start coming around my room and wanting to be close once again. Okay, so we go to a hotel, but I can stay still in yours, but also I can stay in mine because if you don't respond, then I'm gonna go, oh my God.
There are times when a relationship ends, just like this one, where the guy didn't do anything wrong per se. He just wasn't on par. And guess what? The girl comes back. It happens. And one of the traits when a girl does come back, or especially when you move on a little too quickly, is jealousy.
I legit tuned in for not even 3 minutes and she spoke about you twice. I was like, gotta go by. Haha, please continue. I love it.
And if the relationship information wasn't incriminating enough, Fed also pushed back at the Yvonne comments.
I personally never brought up the idea that Yvonne should get kicked out of offline TV ever. And these messages are pretty incriminating. Poki is basically shit-talking Yvonne behind the scenes, talking to Fed about how lazy she is. And then eventually this situation comes up and Poki's like, listen guys, the only reason why we kicked Yvonne out is because Fed made us.
So Poki's in the wrong here. Fed disputed all of her original claims and basically exposed her. Not quite. Poki responded and stated that the text messages we're seeing were conveniently missing context. This Jody message makes it seem like Poki was jealous, but if you include the context and the cropped message, she was just reiterating what Fed was already saying.
So all Fed shows is Iman messaging Fed saying, Fed, Jody's on stream talking right now about you. Makes me wanna, she's drunk but acting way drunker than she actually is and saying shit like, oh my God, you guys. And notice how he cuts out his response to this. So this makes it look like Iman is just shit talking Jody, like being an overpossessive bitch. That's all she looks like in this. But in the overall text, Fed has already been shit talking Jody. And he even responds in the affirmative to Iman's like being mean here, where he's like, oh haha, please continue, I love it.
The hotel messages make it seem like Poki and Fed slept together this night in Vegas. However, what it didn't include is that their friends stayed over too.
Fed included messages of hotel room discussions that were misleading and taken out of context. I messaged him and told him that we, plural as in myself and the girls, had a hotel room. I wanted for us to all stay together in his much larger room for fun, unless he wanted to stay alone so he could be at liberty to bring any girl home with him. So all four of us, me, Lily, Fed, and Yvonne, stayed together in Fed's room for the entirety of the Vegas trip.
However, these messages do make it seem like Poki is still interested, and there was even proof suggesting she romantically messaged him again.
You could sleep over in your bed. Let me look at us out here living in the same house, talking about sleepovers. Haha, yeah. I don't know about your bed though. Da, da, da. Oh my God. She is like so flirty in these messages.
The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. That leaves us with the Yvonne situation.
Oh, I asked her when her game was done if she could come upstairs and brainstorm offline TV stuff. She gave me this face, frown. I want to keep playing. I don't realistically think she can contribute much, but it's nice to have a human around. Well, these texts back in May kind of make it sound like Fed wanted Yvonne kicked out. These texts were from May 25th, 2019, whereas Fed had shared screenshots of things I parroted about Yvonne months later on October 5th.
Fed showed that Poki wanted her gone because she wasn't working and wanted to play League all day. The context is, she didn't want to work with Fed after what happened, and she was using League of Legends as a way to escape from that. The Fed Manifesto ended with a whimper. The only thing it showed was that Poki and Fed had a brief relationship that fell apart, and that's it. There's also something suspicious about this document leaking. It was written like it had the intention of being released. Poki even said that she's seen it before it was released. Not only that, Fed was sharing it with his friends and his fans. It's probably safe to assume that this leak was no accident. So then, why did Fed fail? Well, it's just like I showed you. He failed when he assaulted his coworkers because he never had the ability, the guidance, or the maturity to avoid a situation like this. He failed when he didn't have the relationship skills to have or keep a healthy relationship. He failed when he leaked the manifesto because it was misconstrued and he severed the last remaining ties he had with OTV. He failed when he returned a few months later and didn't address the drama or the allegations in the beginning, because the video is fine, but not the thing you need to start with. And lastly, he failed after his return because he just hasn't streamed. That's it. Sure, the OTV incident would have an impact on his career, but if he started streaming regularly again, he'd be fine. And that's the reality.
I would think to myself, man, this is the dream. Really connecting with someone that understands the world I'm a part of. Every day I wake up and recall how nice it was being surrounded by loving friends and how stupid I was to let my actions betray their trust.
You know, I sometimes think about what could have been. How things would have been if nothing happened. I was contemplating how harsh I wanted this video to be. It wasn't just the assault, but also the manipulation and the multiple chances he was getting on top of that. But in the end, I think it's important to allow people to change, and it's important to allow people to grow. I hope Fed can do both, because that's what we should want. You know, there was also somebody else who caused some controversy in the offline TV house. But that's a story for another time.